my dreams. In a house, white picket fence, a beautiful family. Wherever you are, when I wake up, I'm gonna find you, love you.
Yeah, they call me that. She was brown skin, 5'3", long hair with hella ass, toasting on.
I'm gonna need you guys to take a deep breath and prepare for what I'm about to tell you, because this is truly one of the most horrific things that I've seen so far in the Epstein files, and viewer discretion is advised. So this file seems to be from a law firm sending this information into investigators. I believe it would be the FBI, or it says up there the U.S. Attorney's Office, in 2020 before Ghislaine Maxwell's trial, in an attempt to provide evidence. And basically they said that they are representing a girl, a young Israeli girl, who was trafficked to Maxwell and Epstein, and was then trafficked to a number of adults through the Epstein network. You can see, just if you pause and read some of this, she was sexually abused and trafficked to people at parties at a fancy rich house in New York City. She said that the owner of this house was named Jeffrey. He had big fat eyebrows and curvy hair. Then there was a woman at the fancy rich house who seemed very important and in charge. That's probably Ghislaine. And yes, the child victim, who was only a few years old, remembers being raped by multiple men at the fancy rich guy's house. I mean, you just have to pause this and read some of this. It's really horrific. This part absolutely broke me though. So this screenshot is attached to this document, and it is from a CSAM video. This was sent in to the authorities, and they are saying that this young girl, this victim, remembered being molested on a turquoise blue couch near a window. And they said that this CSAM video, which they've identified, it resembles this victim, it resembles this story. And I mean, it's just horrific. That is the upper torso of a man mid-rape as he rapes a child and films it. These people are fucking sick. And they provide more context, more images, so that authorities can compare the young girl to the girl seen in the turquoise blue couch video still. But this image up top was so graphic and disturbing that it's fully censored from this document. Let me just read this to you right here. The photo shows a girl, her face visible, who looks prepubescent with medium-length dark hair. Several Caucasian men are holding the girl's legs spread open. Her vagina is visible and gashed, and there is blood coming out. In the photo's foreground, a man with a white shirt appears to be inserting his hand or something into her vagina. A round imprinted symbol of some kind is visible on the girl's leg on the underside of her left thigh. In the photo's right-hand corner, there is an arm with a green shirt visible. An arm holds the girl's knee in the air. And then they basically go on to describe the other men that are seen raping this child in this footage. There are purplish bruises on her abdomen. The girl is bleeding all over the place. The girl's mouth looks bloody and her tongue is extended. There's a bruise under her left eye and a red mark on the left side of her neck. But let me remind you, according to the DOJ and the FBI, they don't need to investigate this anymore. The DOJ and the FBI want to let these pedophiles get away with this shit. It's disgusting.
Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Path of Brotherly Love featuring Shawn, Purnell.
In real life, brother. That's right. I'm home.
Okay, so we're going to start this episode off. It's a whole bunch of things going on out there. Whole bunch of things that we need to dive into, understand, and it's a lot of fake stuff going on too. And I think that's smoke screens and mirrors so you won't look at the real problem. And this ISIS thing, I think, is another smoke and screen to do like a diversion so you won't see what's really going on. These Epstein files are real.
Epstein files.
Uh, I was looking up, doing some research. It's 21 parts. It's called The Vault. FBI got all these things. The crazy thing about it is we look at what's happened with R. Kelly. They made sure they got him, threw him in jail as fast as possible, diminished him as much as they could. And we got the same with Epstein. And he's connected with everybody that you know.
He probably was singing at the Epstein. He was probably singing at Epstein parties for him. That's why they let him off for so long for a while, but somebody had to go.
You got Donald Trump is in cahoots with this, and I was just listening to something where even George Bush Sr. is mentioned somewhere along the line in the file.
Rituals, the Baal from the Bible, like Molech, Baal, the devil worship, satanic stuff.
So it's a lot of things going on. Okay, so basically, I'm gonna go into. We have to get ourselves together, line up, get yourself right, get your household right, get your family right, and prepare, because the Antichrist is real. You heard about it. It's been in movies. It's been talked about. It's in the Bible and Revelations. It's also in, I believe, the 24th chapter of Matthew. They talk about the end times. And there's other books in the Bible, even in the Old Testament, it talks about the end times. Things is going to happen. Things is moving along. And things is getting very crazy. So it's best to buckle down, study to show thyself approved, meaning you search and do the research, read for yourself, get explanation, get definition, know for yourself. Don't take nobody's word for it. Sit down and study for yourself. See what it say. Let it make sense to you. Ask God to give you knowledge, wisdom, and understanding so you can discern and what's real and what's not real. And follow yourself accordingly. See what's important right now. A lot of people are dropping off the face of the earth just like it ain't nothing.
Nothing right.
And it was a saying, here today, going tomorrow. Now it's here today, gone today. You don't know. So you just need to get yourself together. What you want to say?
Well, we also looked up, a lot of stuff happened since we recorded our last show. Obviously, like before I was able to come home, I had to get shipped off to another place where it made our recording difficult. So sorry about that. Wasn't our fault. But the blessing was, boom, I popped out on the other side. A lot's happened since then. The young lady from Philadelphia, since this is like a brotherly love Philadelphia-based show, Kata Scott, real sad. Want to give a shout out to her family, her father and her mother. Her body was missing for a while, and they found her buried in an abandoned school back parking lot. My heart went out to them because I got daughters. So shout out to Kata Scott family, man. Y'all in our prayers. Definitely touched me. And speaking of abductions, we got Savannah Gother. Her mom's been missing for going on 2 weeks now. And today is the 15th. Wee hours of the morning we shooting this show. Shawn came all the way from Virginia down. It's Sunday. Well,
It
it
was
was
Saturday,
Sunday.
but technically it's Sunday.
Now it's Sunday. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. The 15th. And they arrested 3 people. So we got some more stuff going to come out with that. They put the reward money up to $100,000 for anybody that could give answers leading to a conviction or arrest. So I mean, hey, that's $100,000. If you know anything about this lady where she at, which is sad, she's an old church lady. I think they said the blood that they found on the scene wasn't hers, so there's a possibility she may still be alive. So shout out to her. And this whole Epstein stuff, like my brother was saying, I didn't even get into depth until we did this show that there's a lot of stuff going on. Trump is implicated and mentioned. I mean, even though it's just statements, the statements that the people are saying, I can't see why we wouldn't believe it. And I heard somebody say like he's basically the boss of the people that's holding the investigation. So all the redactions, all the stuff that they let out, but then the redaction. So we got to look more into it and just encourage people to look more into it. But like my brother said, our co-sign, get our life together, be ready for whatever may happen because this may spiral any which way. At any day when God do come, it'll be this big event where people that wasn't ready for it are going to be totally stunned. And it'll be like the days of Noah, people running around, drugs, violence, just like it's not a lawless world, but people, because we have laws that govern and they try to set it up according to the word of God and they doing the best they could do. I mean, if we didn't have police and judges, whether they good or bad, if we didn't have social order, then it'd just be chaos. So knowing that, people try to do the best they can by people, and the system definitely done right by me, which is really through God's favor and His blessings, His supernatural ability. I'm hearing people talk about supernatural things they see, whether they're under the influence of alcohol or not. I've drank and done a lot of different drugs. They just don't automatically put you in a cuckoo wacky because your brain is going through um, some sort of whatever it's going through for paranormal activity. Words like phantom, ghost, poltergeist, demons, angels, they all have definitions. We wouldn't have definitions and meanings to word unless somebody studied to see what the word means in the different aspects of spiritualism. I was telling a friend tonight, she claimed to have seen dead people. And I don't, because I believe in spiritualism to the way that I do and experience things for myself, I listen and I try to correlate what she said to the Bible. And there's a lot of stuff going when you read the Bible that it's happened a lot. So, just right off the top, I talked about this place named CERN. That CERN. I'll even do some more stuff on that. But while my brother talking, I'll tell y'all where it's at. But the sign, the logo is 3 6s put together, 666. And they said Jeffrey Epstein bank account was called Baal, Baal. And that was a big entity in the ancient days for wicked stuff, along with Molech. So when you have the Bohemian Grove retreat, like you have the Bilderberg group and the Bohemian Grove, where the world's powerful elite men come together, and there's rumors that they participate in homosexual acts, and they do something called the cremation of care, where they burn away their sins in a form of sacrificing a baby to Molech. So, Baal is the name of Epstein bank account, and that's heavy too. So there's a lot of weird stuff that may start happening, and it's already been going on, but now that everybody have a camera and connected to the internet, that the world is smaller through the internet, you're going to hear and possibly see a lot more in the coming year. Stay tuned. We'll be here to cover it though. And we're going to do some stuff, man. You know, Shawn's supposed to be coming down. We probably build us a little studio looking nice like everybody else. This is the beginning stages. You know, clean up our commentary and really buckle down now that I'm out to help my brother because he works hard. He like the manager. He the ball man. He the manager, man. He held it all together while I was in jail. So give him a lot of credit for that. And I seen a lot of the shows he did. Very interesting and people starting to get into it. So we're gonna be reaching out, making our connections, and gonna be doing a lot more. So that's what I had to say, big bro. Shout out to our mom. Yo, she up 1:30, 40 in the morning. She gonna see this one. They be like, Mom, you just walking around. Yeah, moms.
Okay. I am going to do another episode about art. I have a friend of mine. He does real expensive art. He paints, he sculpts, he does everything. He makes unique chessboards that's different. And even Will Smith purchased one from him, acquired one from him years ago in the beginning stages of his making chessboards. But he makes a whole lot. On my Instagram page, I have some of his chessboards and I have some of his paintings, which you can check out. But I'm gonna do a live show at a guy's house that's got, oh my goodness, he got like $1 million worth of.
That's Gerald you
paint.
talking about, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Gerald.
Yeah, so we're gonna do a show there. I was gonna do it today, but time didn't permit itself. As you can probably see, I probably look tired. I'm tired. Sleep is a commodity. It's hard to come by. I got a 1-year-old, and oh my goodness, Malachi. When he's up, he's up. He demands full attention. But anyway, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. Anything you want us to touch on, we'll do some research and we'll talk about it. Thank you very much. Have a great, great evening. Well, it's morning time now. It's about 2 in the morning. All right now. Take care.
Peace out.
Uh-oh. Malachi.
Bloodline streamed as hard as it seems. Royalty. Royalty was your reality. A normality that blasphemes today. For at any moment, a stray may ricochet and kill your kin. No longer are you the preeminent wonder of the world. For kings have been fooled, schooled, and now ruled.
We all live different lives, we all got different goals. Life is all about choices, gotta pick and roll. Can't go forever tricking hoes off of flipping nose. Follow me, get superstitious like you split the pole. First you was hot on the trail, now it's getting cold.